Hello, my name is Sergio Espinoza, and today I will be presenting my policy on the California minimum wage. Just a quick background on the policy. Its name is SB3 minimum wage, and it was signed by Governor Jerry Brown of California, and it was approved on April the 4th of 2016. The policy enforces the least amount of dollars that an employee in California should get paid, and companies with 25 employees or fewer get the increase a year after companies with employees that have over 25 employees. And just an impact review the policy has on cities and citizens. Many employees face a cut in their work hours due to the pay increase, which means they get paid a little more but work a little less, and at the end equaling out more or less their pay. Cost of living increase in cities with a 15 minimum wage, which means food goes up, the price of food, price of gas, just price of many necessities go up. San Francisco and San Jose are an example of two cities that are at the 15 minimum wage and at a higher cost of living. The cities with higher pay higher taxes. Companies are not affected greatly, but they do face a decrease in sales when the prices are raised. And this raises many problems. Many citizens are concerned about the wealth accumulated by the small percentage of richer people owning a huge portion of the money. Californians are asking for a higher wage and pay per hour due to the cost of living in California being so high. A few politicians agree with the public who ask for the pay increase because they believe the problem comes from companies being greedy, not paying workers what they deserve. The middle class is disappearing, which means the lower class and the lower middle class are earning less compared to the people that are earning more, and from the higher middle class and the upper class, which means we're getting poorer and the rich are getting richer in some sense. And here are some alternatives besides just agreeing with the 15 minimum wage increase. So California can have training programs. Instead of training minimum wage, raising minimum wage on low training jobs, training could be provided for those who desire more pay, more specialty jobs. Offering low wage workers affordable training will make them more valuable to employers, and having them have jobs that require training will provide them with a more permanent career. And here's another alternative: increase the earned income tax credit. Benefits low and middle class households. This benefits families by raising the tax credits up to $6,000. Instead of raising the minimum wage, this alternative directly aids low income households, not really providing them with a more permanent solution like the training. And here's why I agreed with the training alternative instead of the tax credit. Providing training to low income households will add more skilled workers to the workforce. Instead of paying all workers a higher wage, give them no incentive to get a better job without better pay. Provide training for the ones who wish to seek and obtain a high paying job. I believe this is the better option because raising minimum wage will only increase the cost of living throughout time, making it a temporary solution. Training will provide a more stable solution. Here are my references. I used these sources to pile up my information. This concludes my presentation. Are there any questions that I have?
Do you think the rich should be taxed higher than low income populations?
I believe the rich should pay a slightly higher taxes just because they're able to, and like I said, the middle class is disappearing. So if the higher income receiving parties do pay higher taxes, those taxes can go to aiding some of the poor population that is actually increasing. Any other questions?
Do you agree with the policy rising minimum wage?
I don't agree with the policy raising minimum wage because, like I mentioned in my presentation, raising minimum wage raises the cost of living. So this kind of goes back to my alternative, my selection, the selection that I choose for my alternative. The more stable solution would be to provide more training, more stable solutions like training, other than just handing out money and resources, just because doing so raises the cost of living. Does that answer your questions? Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for your time.